Hi there, my name is Mary Johnson, and I'm going to talk about the three different procedures that are used, pretrial procedures that are used by police officers. This is used as identification, okay, things that they have to present to court. Let's start with the DNA. DNA profiling. Depending upon the standard used in each state for scientific evidence, this type of identification procedure is easily accepted or scrutinized rigorously. States with the stricter Doebert standard tend to focus on validity and reliability, with the latter reproduction of the some of these implying scientific fraud. Generally, the reported crime scene match must be converted to a true match using population stats and expressed as an odds ratio, like there's a 1 in 7 million chance of error. Okay, that could be anyone other than the suspect. Okay, if defense attorneys cannot attack the reliability, the best defense is to say the trace evidence was left accidentally and innocently before or after the crime. DNA tests can also clear someone suspected of being a suspect, but they have more important implications for exoneration of those falsely convicted. Okay, let's move on to, we just talked about DNA profiling. Let's go to another one, which is another identification procedure that is used. It's called the photographic. Besides lineup and show-ups, this is the third most common way police identify someone. Witnesses are shown mugshots of our photographs to identify or eliminate suspects. Witnesses who delay in coming forward are also allowed to view videotapes of any previous lineup held for other witnesses. If a witness randomly looks through mugshots, it's called a photographic display. If the police select certain pictures for them to look at, it's called a photographic array. With arrays, the Supreme Court has held to a minimum standard of at least 6 photographs, with only frontal views to be used, and ideally without any signs in the photo that someone has been booked as a criminal. Okay, that was photographic. Let's move on to another one. This is called photograph. Most states refuse to admit lie detector tests unless admissibility is agreed upon by both parties. There's a good reason for that. They're not always reliable. Operators' competence and peer recognitions are major issues. From a due process standpoint, the concern is possible violation of the right against self-incrimination. If polygraphs were used for identification purpose only, that would be a less serious problem than their more typical use in finding out if the offender did it, is lying about it. The use of polygraphs to clear someone as a suspect is a well-established pretrial defense strategy. Okay, now let's go to last but least, let me just sum it up. Although the standard of impermissibly suggestive has been mentioned previously, the case of Neal versus Biggers, 1972, also produced the 5 factors of eyewitness reliability test, which is especially relevant to delay identification situations. Those 5 factors are: witness opportunity to view the act at the time of the crime, witness degree of attention, Accuracy of witnesses, prior description of the criminal, level of certainty demonstrated by witness at the confrontation, length of time between the crime and the confrontation. So in other words, it's very important to get those people in as they remember it, as they see it, because people forget. We're human. Okay? But this is going to sum up my 3 different procedures for identification. Added 1. I could not get my presentation slides to work just right. My Microsoft application is messing up, so I'm hoping that you will accept my videotape under YouTube. Thanks. Have a nice night.